this is a piece of advice I got early on in my career that has stuck with me. I was told there's always more than one right answer. And so when there's a challenge ahead of me, I always look for multiple right answers and then try and figure out the best of the right answers, knowing that there's going to be a different way, right? So if I'm leaving my house and I need to get somewhere, right, there's lots of different ways I can go that'll all get me there, but there's probably a better route or a best route. And so I think the same thing holds true with business. I really do. I think there's a lot of different right ways to get things done. And that's why we don't like to be too stuck in our ways. If one client wants us to do something a certain way and another wants us to do another, we're okay with that, because it's, whatever meets their needs is best. And one's not more right than the other. It's what works for them. And if it works for them, then it works for us.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I think there's always a solution. So one thing that I've had to kind of be coached on a little bit is the fear of failure, because in our world we have investors, right? So if we fail our family and friends and investors that we know. And one thing that my coach said was like, okay, what is the worst case scenario in those? And it kind of brings it back to what you were describing, is there's always a solution. Maybe it's not one you like. Maybe it's not one that is the best in your mind, but it's a solution. And then usually, more likely than not, there's usually a good solution. So, kind of being coached on like, it's okay to fear the failure. It's okay to have that feeling, but is it going to stop you from going forward? They're not super related necessarily, but I think that just the mindset of having that there is a solution to basically every problem is such a good tip. So thanks for sharing.